Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood, and today I am bringing you a game of close quarters. This is just Team Deathmatch here, not Conquest Domination. This was actually played after the last Team Deathmatch gameplay that I showed you guys, so these games were back to back. In the last one I was using an MTAR and the Engineer Kit suppressed, and this time I've got the AEK, so obviously under the Assault class here. And this was a pretty decent game, and there's a lot of things that I did right this game, and then also a few things that I did wrong. And right there, sadly for those guys, I checked my corner and managed to take both of them down thanks to this weapon's fast fire rate and quickly switching targets there. Now, one thing you may notice is that I am being extremely aggressive and rushing around. Generally, this is not my play style, especially in Conquest and Rush, and even in Conquest Domination. You know, I definitely do push forward, but I take my time about doing it. This time, with the suppressor, I am rushing to try to get behind my enemy's spawn, because that is the point of this build, stealth, and not stealth in the sense of like never get seen. And this guy sadly ran into my spray of fire there, ending his life, and this guy is actually going to beat me there because he had the Rex, that gun, 50 shot per damage, close quarters, so that is one deadly thing. He only had to get 2 shots on me there. And look at this, so much smoke in that hallway. So I'm just going to spam the spot button. When that orange light shows up, I'm going to shoot the living crap out of it. But the main thing here, and the suppressor helps with it, is the recoil control. Mainly, you know, just controlling. It's really hard to control left and right pull, but the upward pull is fairly easy to manage, and if you can keep your weapon level and know how to burst it, it can be an extremely effective gun, and the AEK really isn't all that hard to control. Now, obviously, it is a little bit harder than, say, the M16 or even the M16A3. I was talking M16A4 up front and first, but this is one of the most used weapons at this point in time due to its fast fire rate, good accuracy, and easy recoil control. Now, that last death of mine was my first real mistake, and it was just bad aiming and not prioritizing my targets. There was 2 guys there, and I was jumping between them way too quickly. And here, always check that hallway before you move in, and always expect guys in these rooms. They spawn in there, and this is Ziba Tower, by the way. I don't believe I mentioned that earlier, but they spawn in there and all that good stuff. And down there, always watch the bottom of the hallway, but that is a dangerous spot to play, because at the bottom of the hallway, you have where people come around from where the C flag would be in Conquest Domination. And so you have to watch for people coming up from that, but if you push too far forward, this whole open room to the left leaves you very easy target, and you can be shot down, as you will see happens to me later. And right now, for some reason, the in-game audio stopped recording. So I don't know what that was, so the rest of the game, the weapons will be quiet, but it's still a good game, and hopefully can show you guys a few things about how I play this map on Team Deathmatch. Now, this whole game, I've been trying to push to one spot, which you will see I end up making it to later, and right there is a good example of how you can use the recoil control with some burst firing to take out the long-range targets. And the suppressor does help with the recoil, but it makes your bullet spread a lot worse long range. So really, with a suppressor, you want to be up close and personal, and that's how most of this map flows. So that's why I had that on here. And the main place I'm trying to get in is actually above the C flag. Not where the windows are. I don't like shooting down through the windows, for those of you that know what I'm talking about, because you're very exposed there, but playing the room next to that is a very good option. Now, the setup I am running with on this weapon is the suppressor, the Cobra sight here, and no underbarrel attachments. I'm not running a foregrip or anything. That would just, for me, since I can control this gun's recoil, that would just make my long range shooting too ineffective for what I want it to be. And I believe right here is where, I'm shooting at these guys down here, heavily suppressed, and they're partially behind the corner, so it's hard to hit them. And right here, I'm going to chase this guy's kill and see that guy to my left. I noticed him a little bit too late and got kind of trapped in the open there between the guy on the stairs and the guy to the left with the shotgun. So that's why you really don't want to play that position, and I should not have stayed there that long. I always give it a quick peek before I move on, just to see if there is an enemy down there, but I stayed there, scoped in way too long, and that was probably the only really major mistake that I made during this game. As I run down here, don't really see anyone, and this guy's just gonna get a headshot on me with the G3A3, which does an incredible amount of damage. So if you get hit in the head by that weapon, close quarters, you're going down. No doubt about that, if they can land at least one more shot afterwards. So I believe this is actually the life that I do make it to where I want to go, and you'll see how I play that area. And you can see even when I'm running around these areas, I'm always pausing and checking corners and such. And here, go for the revive before killing this guy, because I assumed that if I was to shoot at him, I'd only get an assist. And I had so many teammates there, but he managed to take just about all of them down. He did end up going down, though, but yeah, props to him for that play. Bit reckless jumping out in the open, but I guess if he's happy with 3 kills, it worked for him there. So at this point, see the guy's laser through the door. I'm gonna fire, get 2 or 3 hit markers. To keep checking, revive this guy. I never revive a guy without checking to make sure that it is at least semi-safe, unless it's my friend calling for it, because it's no one really likes it when they get revived and instantly die, don't even have the option to accept or decline. So you always want to be careful about when you're reviving people, because if you revive at the wrong time, it might not only waste time from them getting back into the game because they have to wait longer since they died immediately again, but you, while you have your reviving paddles out, may in fact get shot if you are not in the right scenario. And there was a guy once again playing the spot that I was, looking down over the stairs, and this time I came up from behind him, and he just wasn't watching his minimap. I wouldn't have shown up on it, that is true, so because of my suppressor, unless someone had spotted me, but he should have seen, by watching his minimap, I mean, he should have seen that on the minimap there was no teammates behind him. When I was playing that spot, I saw the blue dots on my minimap behind me, showing me that there are in fact teammates back there, and that means that I can stay there because my back is covered. And if they disappear, then I know that there's no friendlies behind me, which means there's a good chance there will be enemies. And there I was shooting at that guy, shooting at him, and he just disappeared in a puff of smoke, grenade or something that went off, and I lost track of him. So he's gonna escape, and I get the kill assist. And right around here, I actually don't like to play in this corner. I'm just sitting here because I am getting health, but playing around this area with the stairs and such, if they are spawning down in here, is where I like to be, and I don't normally like to shoot down through the windows like that either, because a lot of times you end up getting back raged from the stairs, or they're watching that generally, and you get the crap shot out of you. Because the problem, like right here, you can see you can't actually shoot through the water, so you have to hit their body parts that are above the water there, and I guess that's realistic considering in a Mythbusters episode I watched, most rounds break apart when they hit the water, actually. But, you just have to be careful about your aim there. Right here, moving over into this area, checking, because I could not see that my teammates were spawning over here, so I figured spawns might have switched. They hadn't, so I'm going to move back forward. But, like, this room right in here is where I like to play. There's a lot of areas you can go from here. And I see a guy running up the stairs, and he's actually going to take out my ally. I don't know, it looked like he might have had a shotgun, which is why he won that close quarters engagement. And right here, see, that is why I do not like to play that. If they are watching you, they actually, even though they're below you, have the better position. and oftentimes you are only showing your upper body, which means they're going to get headshots and take you down. So back in this room, you can watch the stairs and watch the hallway to the left, and if they are spawning behind you too, you can turn around and watch that door. So really, if needed, there's only two ways you would need to watch, and if your back is covered, you can watch about 3 doors to the front, which really helps. And that last kill streak, I believe, was 16 or something kills there. But good game. Hope you all enjoyed that. Don't normally play Team Deathmatch, but when I just need a, or only have time, that is, for a quick game, that's what I'll play. And figured close quarters, good map for that, and some stealthy suppressor gameplay there. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more. Thank you for watching.